Can I get like 10 minutes of your time tomorrow?
You have a lot to sign, so I
Yeah,
don't know if you want to do it tomorrow. Or
I'll come
tonight.
right up after. Okay. Please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. All trustees are present. Exciting time. We always love when we're bringing a new officer on board. So on our agenda, we're going to be doing a swearing in and presentation of badge to Elizabeth Hogan. Afterwards, we're going to take some pictures, so, okay. I know you'll love that part. I, Elizabeth Hogan, solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution for the United States of America,
Solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Code of the Village of Scotia.
and the Code of the Village of Scotia.
I will faithfully discharge
I will faithfully discharge
the duties of Scotia Police Officer
the duties of Scotia Police Officer
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability. Thank you.
Chief, you told her about the brief speech.
Can I get some pictures with
Thank you.
the board?
Yes. Congratulations. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can you,
I saw this. I'm over here, I'll stand next to you.
just all gather around? I'm right over here.
Where's Claire?
No, right?
You sort of do it, whoever's here for the meetings.
Thank you all for showing it.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't trust anything. It looked real, but I wasn't sure.
So we're working on that, we're gonna assign everyone those trainings. Yeah, so you have to do your report each. Meeting.
Now do a goofy one.
She knew how to pose at least.
Yeah. That's you, yes. That's a pose like you've been here before, you know what I mean? That's what I appreciate, you know?
Welcome aboard.
Yep.
We lose your.
Thanks all.
Enjoy your night. Sarge. Tell me what you're doing later. Welcome, Cassie. Are you here to speak to us tonight? Next, I'm going to open the hearing and privilege of the floor for anyone who wants to address the board. I'll close the hearing and privilege of the floor and get a motion to appoint part-time cleaner.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. Number 6,
I can make a motion to introduce local law 2026-1, authorizing a property tax cap levy in excess of the limit established in the general municipal law.
can I get a second?
I'll second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. Next, number 7,
I'll make a motion approving change order number 1, CKM in the amount of $579 for owner electrical ads. Sorry.
any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number 8,
I'll make a motion approving CKM change order number 2 in the amount of $61,200 for structured cabling scope.
I'll second.
any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
I'll just keep going.
Yep,
Sorry.
yep.
I'll make a motion approving MJG Construction Group LLC change order number 6 in the amount of $10,296 to resheet the roof.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved.
I'll make a motion approving MJC Construction Group LLC change order number 7 in the amount of $556 for added louver trim.
Can I
I'll
get
second.
any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved.
Make a motion approving MJG Construction Group LLC change order number 8 in the amount of $3,749 for judge's door ad.
I'll second.
Any questions? All in favor?
I
I need some more.
What was
I
happening
need
here?
some more eyes. Okay. Next,
Make a motion approving H2M Architects and Engineers change order number 19, the amount of $165.76 for reimbursables.
I'll second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved.
Make a motion authorizing the mayor to sign purchase order agreement with Prisoner Bench LLC in the amount of $1,077. Is that by any chance for a bench
It's for a bench.
for prisoners?
It is a prisoner bench. And
That
can I get a
company name is
second?
Right, it's really right on the nose.
Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? So moved.
I'll make a motion authorizing the mayor to sign purchase order agreement with schoollockers.com, the amount of $8,536.56.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Just so you know, these are lockers for the police station.
Some of them
They're
are
not for
paid, some
school.
of them are not.
So on the agenda, it was incorrect, but on the resolutions, it's correct. It's 12,125.36.
Okay, so I'll amend my
Amend.
previous motion for the new amount.
Yeah, it's on the resolution.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, next.
I'll make a motion to authorize the mayor to sign purchase order agreement with Eclipse Network Solutions in the amount of $33,083.56 for security cameras.
I'll second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved.
I'd like to make a motion to authorize the mayor to sign proposal with KB Engineering and Architecture PC in the amount of $3,600 for engineering services related to site plan for Empire State Youth Orchestra building.
I will second.
Any questions?
I do want to
Any
clarify
comments?
that this will be paid for by the
Yes.
developer of the parcel. And this is one step closer to an incredible addition to our village and town.
Yes. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved.
I'd like to make a motion to authorize the mayor to sign a proposal with Bella related to Village of Scotia water system risk and resilience assessment.
I'll second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Related to Bonadeo and company, accounting services amended related amendment related to audit.
I'll second.
Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? So moved.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the lease agreement with Freedom Park Foundation.
I'll second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So moved.
Make a motion.
Number 20.
It's just an
It's
announcement.
just an announcement, I'm sorry. CDT grant related to the ADA municipal self-analysis and transition plan. Infrastructure. We were granted that, if you remember. The amount of money that we are being given is about $3,000 more than originally identified. If you remember, this is to study the ADA compatibility of sidewalks in areas throughout the village. We worked on that before. Department reports. Any questions on the department reports?
I'd like to make a motion. Oh, we don't have.
Go.
Long meeting.
Mayor's report, I'll keep it very brief. I had the pleasure of joining the chief today. And was invited by the Nick Masterone, who's involved with the Police Chief Association. And they all met at the Turf Tavern, and I think they had a great time. I just stopped to say hello. Chief gave a beautiful speech about how great the village is and the department, and did a wonderful job. And the turf.
Nice cop, like the.
It was Northeast Police Chief, but the president nice got was there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, congratulations, folks.
Also, I'm happy to state that in my hand, literally just came in a few minutes before the meeting, and I'll put this up on our OneDrive. Thank you for applying to the Brownfield Opportunity Area Program, round 15. The village has been awarded $300,000 for streetscape design, BOA pre-development activities. So it's official. We got our we got our letter. Congratulations. We look forward to working with you, Walter T. Mosley, Secretary of State.
Awesome.
Moving forward. Trustee Cook, I'll start on your end.
Yeah, so for the police department, obviously, we had a great moment, just a few moments ago. I want to officially welcome, Officer Hogan to, the staff here at the Scotia Police Department. We're happy to have her part of our village team. Also, to report, I want to thank the trustees for supporting some of the change orders, for the municipal facilities project, as well as the equipment that, the lockers for the locker room, as well as the prisoner bench from Prisoner Bench LLC, all of which are, for the police station. I know that our officers cannot wait, to be able to move into a safe, secure, and functioning police department. I know I'm looking forward to seeing that as well. The only other element, I want to, just kind of point out, Jeremy, had the opportunity to kind of meet with a couple of the, school board members as well as the superintendent over, the last couple weeks. And there's been rave remarks and comments, on
Yes.
Jeremy and our school resource officer program. And as we look towards, the budget process, I want to encourage this board to continue to support the school resource officer program, and all the incredible work that he provides and the guidance and support that he provides, to the school district through that program as well. For the school district, I think everyone has been following closely on the news. The school district did have to make a very difficult decision to close an elementary school. Glen Warden Elementary School will close. I think it's important for this board to realize that there are village students, impacted by this. Many of our, children that live up on the Bangor Avenue neighborhood, go to Glen Warden. So, I'd like to make sure that we as a village board are supportive of the school district and our students during this transition time. Specifically, allowing Jeremy and encouraging Jeremy to be part of the discussions as, to ensure drop off, at the schools, bordering or near the village, are, supported from a traffic safety perspective. This is going to help make sure that, there's going to be increased, students coming to Lincoln, as well as Sacandaga. So I want to make sure that we're supporting them there. But also I want to encourage, the village board to consider waiving any park fees that may be associated with PTA events. They're planning several mixers, throughout the summer months to bring the students that are going right now to separate schools to have an opportunity for them to get together, meet each other, and really kind of strengthen the ties of community, that does make, this school district a great school district. I think it's also wouldn't be out of place for us to consider hosting one of those mixers ourselves. And I look forward to kind of having those conversations with also some of our departments as well.
And speaking to the school, they would appreciate that.
We have a wonderful park that could be a great place for it.
We also have a wonderful new building we could use for that.
Indeed. So in terms of, so the business improvement district, did meet, actually twice since the last meeting. They are working on their, annual budget for that, and kind of figuring out some things going forward. There is the need for a new, tenant representative, on the bid. So I want to encourage any of our business owners, that are leasing space on the avenue to consider service on the business improvement district. And lastly, in terms of Freedom Park, I do want to thank, the village board for the support of this lease agreement. It's important to state that this lease agreement formalizes the existing relationship that we have, with Freedom Park, and I think really holds true to the spirit of the original intention of the foundation. And I look forward to the summer concerts coming up. This is the 50th anniversary of Freedom Park. And that'll tie in within our fireworks celebration, which is also in its 50th celebration. We've had a couple meetings for those, obviously, everyone here on the board knows the fireworks planning continues. We are doing this in collaboration this year with the town of Glenville. The town historian has been a great help, and having the expanded team planning this fireworks event is very well appreciated. And a breath of fresh air. There is going to be a lot of history with reenactors reading the Declaration of Independence, and community organizations that want to have an activity in the kids zone are more than welcome to come. We are prioritizing local town and village owned businesses within the Liberty Market, as well as our food truck row. So look forward to that happening. The last thing I want to just take a moment for have privilege of the floor to state that today we did, and I made the motion to exceed the tax cap, which allows this board to consider a budget that does exceed the tax cap. It doesn't mean it will go over, but it allows us that flexibility. Obviously, this is the last year that we have onboarding the bond for the Boulder Group Municipal Facilities Project. But my own personal feeling is we are living in a time where affordability is something that is top of mind of a lot of people as they're facing increased prices at the grocery store, at their utility bills. And, we need to do our due diligence through this budget process to ensure that the general operating portion of the budget is as financially disciplined as possible and as close to that 2% tax cap as possible. And I am going to be very hard pressed personally to vote and approve a budget where the village portion of that municipal facilities project excluded goes much above that tax cap, as we see a growing number of people relying on the fresh table each and every month. And we need to acknowledge that taxes do increase rent, it does increase mortgage rates, and it does contribute to an affordability issue.
Thank you. Trustee Brown.
Zoning Board of Appeals has not met. It sounds like there might be some coming down the pipe that we'll have to meet about. I know we talked last time about the onboarding package that Jamie Stegman created that we will now be implementing at the point that we have new members. And there was some discussion via email about the large gap between meetings and whether or not we should try to schedule some meetings in between to try to accomplish certain things. So we'll be in further conversations about that as we move forward. On the fire side, thank you, Chief, for the departmental reports. And then I want to talk for a minute about the special events committee, special events in general. So we talked last time, now that we finalized our new set of guidelines and policies and procedures for special events, that we wanted to proactively get that information out to the people who have traditionally organized our events. So I guess I'd like to have a offline conversation about who we think should send that out, and but I'm happy to do so. I just need the contact information for those folks because I historically have not worked with the folks who organize like the parade, for example. So is that something you could get? We can talk
I don't
about
know it either. I did put it on the website.
I think we can get it for you. I have it.
Great. All right, and I'll follow up via email or phone about that. Okay, that's all I have.
Trustee Solo Truck.
Planning did get an opportunity to meet, and there is a recommendation coming towards the zoning board. This is the second time, well, third time that's been coming in front of the village as far as the minimum size for a living environment for an apartment. The Glenn Sanders application was really kind of a unicorn, and they brought to light kind of a larger municipality, micro apartment living type of scenario that fit for that space specifically, because the majority of the solid foundation that they're building up on didn't allow for like much, physical remodeling of it. There was another one, over on 147 that had, they just tried to squeeze too many things inside one space, and they were forced to kind of make the spaces a little bit bigger to accommodate the 600 square foot. And then, last night, someone has purchased, or is attempting to purchase, Scotia Mansion, right here, Trustee Brown and I's home. That's been kind of it's really kind of a welcome development project in my mind, that they're going to bring refreshed and new, up-to-date current living quarters for rent, right there on the corner. They're going to do, hardy board siding on the outside, redo the roof, all new, electrics and, energy efficient heating and cooling. So it's a big, but they also have, it's just not even 100 square feet less than the minimum size for a living space. So they're just going to be coming for something to discuss that as well. Also, thank you for the reports, guys. And I was reading through for Chief Wood and Chief Adam about. I was looking at all the calls, and I know we had a kind of a discussion mid last year about trying to identify. And it kind of goes along in affordability and the budget and the tax cap discussion. Can we identify and make sure we keep an identification of what is considered mutual aid outside of the village? I was looking at, like, there was like 1,100 property checks. Did I read that correctly?
I'd have to look.
Okay, and then, I chuckled when I saw the person annoying. I mean, like, how many of us have been that person annoying before? Not formally, but it was interesting to see it as a descriptor for an actual call. So, especially with mutual aid for the fire and EMS response to our neighbors, and others within the county, especially since we're going to be housing that vehicle as well, the emergency response vehicle. So I think it's just important that as we go into these discussions with Fire District 4, as we go into our budget discussions and the, kind of our fiduciary responsibility to identify the things that probably could be worked on as far as costs outside the village. So I just encourage that some sort of granularity on those, anything within or outside the village, as we move through the month of the reports. So we kind of keep that as a track. So we also received a report from the historian for the year of 2025, and I encourage you all to read it and bring some ideas on some of the outstanding items that we have in regards to that. We still don't have a place for her to reside. Since the Flint House is not capable of occupancy, we still don't have a plan for that property overall. Mayor encouraged us to, update her devices.
Yeah.
Also. So let's not forget about the things that we've got on our plates. So even if it is adding it into a bigger discussion like a strategic plan or something. I was thankful to wake up this morning and have it be 31 instead of -1 as well. So thank you.
Next, number 24.
Forget about it.
No, I'm sorry, Trustee Gray. I thought you had told me prior to the meeting you were
I
set.
did stop over at the police station. I did Officer Hogan, so I, very happy, to see her tonight and welcome her to the village of Scotia. You have a wonderful police force and wonderful community. So welcome and good luck, and I'm sure Chief Adam will answer any questions directly. Traffic safety, we have not scheduled the date yet. I'm sure we'll be in touch. We did speak about that when I stopped in last week. Nothing to report on recycling or county watershed rules. So shout out to DPW once again. Terrible weather. I think everyone can agree on that. We have outstanding service by DPW keeping the roads safe. and cleanest road as far as I'm concerned in County Schenectady. So thank you, Brian and crew, for doing a fabulous job, and thank you all departments for always doing a great job on behalf of your community. That's all I have to report, Mayor.
Thank you. Next, number 24.
I can make a motion to approve the budget adjustments for the month of February.
Second.
Excuse me, January.
January.
I'll second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the municipal facilities project audit of claims.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Which, happy to report we met last week on that as well. It's moving right along in a much better position than we were a month ago as far as timing, and still on track for the end of March.
Make a motion to approve the audit of claims.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved.
Motion to approve the minutes of the January 14th, 2026 Village Board of Trustees regular meeting.
Second.
I'll second.
Any questions? Changes? All in favor?
Aye. Make a motion to approve the minutes of the January 20th, 2026 Village Board of Trustees work session.
I'll second.
Any questions or changes? All in favor?
Aye. Make a motion to approve the minutes of the February 3rd, 2026 Village Board of Trustees work session.
Second.
Any questions or changes? All in favor?
Aye.
Under new business, I have, health and dental. It got sent.
The medical and dental
A
policy.
medical and dental policy. And
It's just a resolution.
yeah, it's a
to-
resolution.
To approve the revised medical and dental policy.
I'll make a motion to approve the revised medical and dental policy as provided to the board.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. Next, I'm going to move us into exec session for contract negotiations. Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion to move into executive session for the purpose of discussing contract negotiations.
Thank you.
I'll
I'll
second.
second.
Thank you.